Okay, let's focus. Game face. Hi! Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Madison. I am 24 years old and this is my first video, so I'm a little nervous. I had a YouTube channel way back in the day where I did makeup tutorials and stuff like that, and it just wasn't it at the time. This is my first video, so I'm just going to be doing a quick little makeup tutorial on this look I got going on right here. Let me know in the comments what you want to see moving forward. I really have endless possibilities with this channel. I would love to do mostly beauty stuff like makeup and skincare and whatnot, but I really also want to incorporate like health, fitness, food, fashion, life, my dogs, I don't know. So I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, give it a little thumbs up, and yeah, let's get started. So my hair is out of my face. That is step number one. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my skin, and I'm using a mixture of two primers today because I'm going to be outside a lot, so I want to use something that has SPF in it. So I'm using the Dr. Jart. Do people still do this? I haven't watched like a tutorial in a hot minute, so I don't even know. I'm using the Dr. Jart. This is the UV Sun Fluid. It has an SPF of 30. My hands are clean. I did wash them right before we got started. I'm taking it down my neck a little, and then I'm also trying to get it on my like earlobes. I will use like a spray sunscreen on my whole body, but I try not to get it in my hair. So I have my SPF on. The next primer that I'm going to use, I can't find my like actual size of it, which is a little concerning, but it is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I've been having like some skin issues. I just have like a lot of texture, just like not my best skin right now. So I need something that's going to smooth me out a little, and I'm mostly focusing this just right here, like on my, what is this called? My cheeks, yeah, and then a little bit on my forehead and on my chin. So now that our base is complete, I am moving on to my foundation, and today I'm using the Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation. I'm in the shade Honey. How fitting. And I really like this foundation a lot. I really like this foundation. It kind of just gives you like a your skin but better type of vibe, which is what I'm here for. Sometimes I do like a really thick, like full coverage foundation. So I'm just pounding this in. I'm using a Real Techniques sponge. I have learned that I'm like not loyal to the Beauty Blender anymore. I like couldn't tell you the last time I used a Beauty Blender. I always use this beauty sponge, but like as for the actual Beauty Blender brand, I just like, I'm not trying to pay $20 for a sponge when I can get the Real Techniques one for like $8 or how much it is, or the Morphe one for like $6. I don't know. Maybe I'm just cheap. I feel like this works just as good as a Beauty Blender, if not better. And I like that it has a flat side, even though I don't really use the flat side too much. I don't know. It's just a good sponge. I'm just pouncing this all over my face, even on my eyelids, to kind of like mildly prime them. Whenever I do like a heavy makeup look, like heavy eye makeup, I will do my brows and my eyes first and then the rest of my face. But if I'm just doing something light on my eyes or something that's not too, like doesn't have a lot of fallout, then I'll do my face first. And I'm taking it down my neck a little. That's the only time I ever rub with a Beauty Blender. I always pounce, but I just rub it down my neck. Alright, for concealer today I'm using the NARS, what is this called? The Soft Matte Complete Concealer. So I'm in the shade Canal, and I'm going in with this BH Cosmetics 128 brush, and I'm just going to give it a little swirly guy and just apply it right under my eyes with this brush. And I will go like up a little bit onto my lid just to give my eyes a little more of a prime. I really like this concealer. It's one of my favorite, which is so funny because I normally don't, I like ones that have a wand, not really into the whole pot of concealer idea, but this one I find works really well for my skin. It covers everything. I'm also going to put some on my chin. I think honestly out of my whole face, my chin is kind of my problem area. If I do have breakouts, it's always on my chin. If I do get oily, it's on my chin. If I do have like texture, it's on my chin. I don't know why. So I'm just going to put that on my chin. I'm also going to put a little bit on my upper lip. I don't know, I just like to highlight that area a little bit and kind of give it a little more attention. And I'm taking, like, I don't like to put concealer on my nose because for this look and for most looks, I like my freckles on my nose to kind of peek through a little bit. But I'm just taking like the leftover and just putting it on the tip of my nose and right in between my eyebrows. And a little bit, like just give it like a light dusting on the forehead. For powder today, I'm going to be using the RCMA No Color powder. My only complaint about that powder is I hate, all caps, H-A-T-E, hate the packaging. It's like in a jar that, it sucks. So I bought these like little clear powder jars on Amazon. I think I got like a pack of 3 for like $5 or something. So I just dump it into there. It's so much easier to use. It is just RCMA, fix your jar. I hate it. It's awful. So I'm just going to take it with my beauty blender and go right under my eyes. I'm not really baking. I'm just pouncing it kind of into my skin just because I don't know if it's me or if it's my makeup or what, or my brush, but if I use like a brush to set my under eyes, sometimes I feel like it makes my concealer move, and I'm just like not trying to have that happen. I also don't put powder everywhere. I only really do under my eyes, set my eyes a little bit, on my chin, my upper lip. The rest of my face I kind of just leave it. So for eyes today, I am using the Mar palette by Colourpop. I don't know if mine might be out of order. I dropped it and like every single shadow fell out, so I kind of just put them back where I thought I saw them before. Could be wrong. None of them broke. So the first thing I'm going to do is go in with a Morphe M533 brush. And I'm going to use this middle shade right here. And I'm just going to take that and buff it all into my crease. And I always start with like kind of a lighter hand just until I can establish a base. The next step for eyes, I'm going to go in with this dark brown chocolatey color using a Morphe M441 brush. And I'm going to be kind of light, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to focus that on the outer V of my eye. And once it's kind of off, I'm going to take the excess and go more into the crease. Okay, so for my lid color today, I'm going to use a mixture of these two guys right here. I think I'm going to use this one like all over my lid and then use this in the center to kind of give it a little pop. So I'm going to go in with a Morphe R42 brush with this color right here. And I'm just going to pack it all over my lid. I am going to spritz it with some Fix Plus, obviously, just to make it a little more vibrant and more metallic. I pretty much don't use a shimmer anymore unless I spritz my brush first because I just feel like it makes things way more intense. So I'm just packing this all over the lid. Okay, so I'm just kind of packing that on my lid, not really like rubbing it too much or swiping on it or whatever verb you would like to use there. And I'm just taking it about 3/4 of the way to my eyeball, I guess you could say. I'm gonna take that lighter color, this one, on just the same brush, but I'm gonna use like the other side of the brush because I don't have time to go get another brush. I'm gonna give that a little spritz, and I'm just gonna focus that mainly in the center of my eye, like right where my color is, pupil, eyeball. Okay, I'm gonna go back in using a BH Cosmetics number 5 brush and that same dark brown, and I'm just gonna use this to kind of blend where the shimmer and the mattes like meet. And the key with this is like starting with less and adding more. So I'm just gonna take this and kind of use it to blend where the shimmers and the mattes are. If you can hear my dogs fighting, I'm sorry. I've yelled at them like 8 times to please take it to the other room, but for some reason they can't not be in the same room as me. Even though there's 2 of them, they have each other. They have to be in the same room as me. It is very frustrating, but also very sweet. And for my under eye, I'm gonna take this same first shade that I used on a BH Cosmetics 7 brush. I just realized I'm using a lot of BH Cosmetics brushes. I ordered like a set from them. It was like $13, and I actually really like all of their brushes except for I don't like their foundation brush, the one that I got anyway. But other than that, all of them are really nice and they're very affordable. Just to add like a little pop of color, I'm gonna use this Colourpop cream gel liner in the shade Prance on my waterline. So the next step, I'm going to curl my lashes and pop on some mascara and some falsies. I hate my eyelashes. It's like one thing that I just like have come to terms with the fact that like I will either always need eyelash extensions or strip lashes because my eyelashes are super short. They're super like inconsistent. Like they're not like long all the way. Like I have like a handful of long ones right here, but like in the middle are like really short ones. I think part of the reason my eyelashes are so bad is because I always get lash extensions every time I go on a trip. Like I can't be bothered to put on false eyelashes on a trip, but I also cannot be bothered to be walking around with these ugly little stubs. I don't have a problem with my bottom lashes. They're fine. Anyway, back to my rant. So I just can't be bothered to be putting on false lashes when I'm on a trip, and I also refuse to look like this. And so I always get, I'm trying to find my lash glue. So I always get lash extensions before I go on a trip, just because it's the most convenient thing for me. But I never ever get them removed. I just kind of let them fall off on their own, and I feel like that's probably not what you're supposed to do. I don't know. I'm not an expert. So today for lashes, I'm using these beautiful lashes in the style Mo City Bay by the brand Sister Slay Online. I did have to trim these lashes also. I've worn these like 2 or 3 times. They were a little too long when I got them, so I always check and I trim off this way. Okay, the last step for eyes is to add a little inner corner highlight, and I always use the Santorini Loose Highlighter by Kylie Cosmetics. This isn't technically for your eyes. I bought it as a highlighter, but I love it in the inner corner. So I'm just using what is this? This is a Morphe brush. It doesn't have a number or a name. It came in a set. I think this is actually also supposed to be a highlighting brush, but same thing. Don't love it as a highlighting brush. Love it for a nice little inner corner pop. Okay, now we're gonna move on to my eyebrows. I normally do my eyebrows first and then my eyeshadow. I'm not really sure why I switched it up today. I think I'm just like a little nervous, if I'm being honest. But I'm gonna go ahead and use the Anastasia Brow Definer, and this is in the shade Taupe. And I just like brush them up. I just like to fill them in to give them a little more shape. And I'm probably gonna cut most of how I do this out just because, I don't know, I feel like eyebrows are something that are so personal to people. Like everybody has their own way they like to do their eyebrows. The way I do mine might not be the way you do yours, and vice versa. So I'm probably just gonna cut it all out, but I can do like a eyebrow tutorial. I normally do carve out my eyebrows when I want them to look like really sharp and like snatched, but that is not the case today. I'm just trying to give them a little more fullness, fill in some like bald spots. Like I have a little bald spot right here. I'm just trying to give them a little more volume today. I'm not really trying to like make my eyebrows so sharp. I'm now gonna set my eyebrows just using the Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade number 3. I always use this. Normally, like when I go to work, I don't fill in my eyebrows. I just like swipe this through. I definitely need a new one. It's very, very almost empty, but it's fine. It'll do the job for today. But if I'm being honest, eyebrow products are something that I'm always looking for new ones. Not that I don't love my current eyebrow situation, but I just feel like it's something that could always be better. So please let me know down below what your favorite eyebrow products are, because I want to try them. Alright, moving on to the face, I'm going to start with a bronzer, and today I'm using the Becca Sunlit Bronzer in the shade Bronzed Bondi. Bronze Bondi. I don't know how to pronounce that. And I really like this bronzer. It's a little bit more on the warm side, and it does have a little bit, not a shimmer, but like it's like a more satin finish than anything, which I really like for my all over kind of a bronzer. And I'm going to go in with the Morphe M527 brush. This is my favorite bronzing brush. I've gone through like 3 of them. That's the one thing though. I wash my brushes probably every 2 weeks, sometimes every 3, just depending on how much I use them. And I feel like this brush does not wash well. Like after probably the second or third, no, like probably after like 2 months, I like feel like it starts to, like, the hairs fall out, it starts to get like the shape is messed up. So I always just have to replace it. But it's not an expensive brush, so I don't mind, and I really do like it. So for my all over bronzer, I'm just going on the hollows of my cheeks, on the forehead, a little bit on my nose, underneath my lip, and under my chin to give me a little bit more of a jawline, I guess. Next, I am going to go in and just give myself a little bit more of a sharper contour. And for that, I'm using the Powder Bronzer by Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Saddle. So I'm going to use the Morphe M523 brush, and I'm just going to lightly, like, I don't even rub, I just kind of like dip it and then give it one of those. And I'm not going to put more on it, I'm just taking what's left and going over my forehead, under my lip, and I will add more and go under my jawline just right here on the edges to make it a little more cut. Having some texture right here, and I have this one little area of skin that like doesn't really want to take makeup right now. I don't really know why. It's very, very frustrating. Like, it just doesn't want to stick. Going in with blush. I love blush. It's like my favorite thing. I'm going to be using the Burt's Bees blush in the shade Bare Peach. I love this shade. It looks so cute, and I'm using a Morphe E4 brush. I used to be like one of those people, I feel like everybody kind of goes through a phase where they are like, oh, I don't need blush. And then one day you just pick it up and use it and you're like, wait, where has this been all my life? That's kind of where I was at. I also always put blush on the tip of my nose and a little bit on my chin, mostly on the tip of my nose. I saw a tweet that said girls who put blush on the tip of their nose are real angels, so little tip. And then for highlight, I'm using the Amreezy highlight by Anastasia Beverly Hills. The most beautiful highlight, just the most. And I'm also going to be using an Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighting brush. This is the A23, and I'm just going to put that right on the tops of my cheeks. I mean, she's so pretty. I also feel like I went through a phase where I was like drowning my face in highlighter. Like I wanted to highlight every little part of me. I've calmed down. I am now just like a cheekbone, tip of nose, and obviously my upper lip. And I will, like, that's the one area I feel like I still do go a little hard on with highlight is my upper lip. I used to highlight like my forehead, my chin, all of that. I just like, that's just not the look for me anymore. If you like that look, go for it. I have like combination skin. Like I wouldn't say I'm oily, but I'm a very sweaty person. Like I'm not very oily, but I will sweat like if it's hot out. So that's like something to keep in mind about like your face. Even if your skin's not oily, like are you gonna sweat? Because if you're covered in highlight and then you start sweating, you look like a grease pig, not in a good way. Like it's not cute. For me anyway, not cute. So for lips today, I'm going in with a bunch of products. The first step is a lip liner, and I'm using the Kylie Jenner lip liner in the shade, oh, Kylie, sorry. This is from her birthday collection, the money one. These go together. If I'm being honest, love, love, love this. I use it every single day with every single color. It's like my favorite lip liner. Not the hugest fan of this. I will put, today I'm gonna use this just like in the center of my lips, but it's not my favorite color, and I don't really think, I don't know, I need to like see a video of her using it because I don't really think the colors go together very well, in my opinion. But So when I line my lips, I always go a little bit in on them. I don't cover my whole lip in the lip liner just because I feel like it's too much for me, but I will like go a little bit on my lip. Okay, so now I am going to take the Kylie, this is a velvet, I believe. Yeah, I don't like, that's like the one thing is I'm not like really a lip, I'm not a matte lip kind of a girl. I'm just not. I need a gloss, I need a chapstick, I need something that's going to give my lips some life. Just because I'm not trying to feel like I can't go all day. You know what I mean? If I want to do that, I want to do it. So I'm just going to give this like a little and then rub that all in. And then I am, of course, going to add a gloss. I'm using the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Tiramisu. Tiramisu. I don't know how to pronounce things, even though I'm a speech therapist. I probably should work on that. These are my favorite glosses ever. This is my favorite shade ever. They smell good, they look good, they feel good. I love it. And the other thing that I always do with my lips, and I felt honored because I felt like I was like cool before it was cool. Snitchery, who puts like the most bomb makeup looks out, she does a lot of like cosplay type of looks, put out a tutorial on how she gets her lips to look so like big and juicy, and she kind of does a variation of what I'm about to do, but I'm just going to take a concealer. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and I'm putting it a little bit on the back of my hand, not a whole lot, and then I take a flat concealer brush. This one is from Luxie. It's a 221 flat definer brush. I just put a little bit of concealer, and I just like kind of define the bottom lip a little. Okay, the final step for this makeup look, which is actually my favorite and one that I do anytime I wear a tank top or anytime I wear anything sleeveless, and that is, this is like kind of a bougie purchase of mine that I fully don't regret at all. Like this is my prized possession. Dior Skin Nude Air Luminizer in the shade 001. Don't even know why I bought this or where it came from. It was very expensive and not something that I normally would buy. It doesn't really even look like a highlight color, to be honest, but it came with this little kabuki brush, and same thing, when I pulled this out I was like, I'm never gonna use this, bye. But I use this every single day to highlight my shoulders, my collarbone, my chest. Like I can't leave the house in a tank top without doing this. It's really pretty. It's like a very natural but like also very sexy type of glow. I hate using the word sexy. Okay, and to finish off this look, I'm gonna set my face with the NYX Matte Setting Spray. If I'm being honest, I just feel like setting spray, I have to do it before I leave. Like I don't like the way my face feels if I don't at least have some type of like a mist on there. So I use this one because it doesn't make me shiny. Some of them do make me shiny. If it's colder outside, I'll use MAC Fix Plus. If it's a little bit warmer and I have a potential to sweat, I will use this guy. And there you have it. This is the finished makeup look. Thank you so much for being here for my first YouTube video back. Sorry if it was awkward. Sorry if it was weird. I was a little nervy. But if you like this video, if you want to see more, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you want to see from me. I really have endless possibilities with this channel. I can do makeup, skincare, beauty, fashion, fitness, food, probably not hair because I'm not very good at it, but whatever you want to see, I'm here to do it. Thank you again. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I will see you next time. Oh, she's so cute. I'm so casual and like not even a little bit nervous. It's really fine. Because you can always add more, you can't always take off. My dogs are fighting. Magnus, Luna, stop. This is the weirdest dog in the world. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna call it. We did it. We did it, fam. First video. That's a wrap. See you in the next one.